Hi YouTubers, just thought I'd do a quick video on how I managed to store things in my bedroom slash craft room. As you can see, it is really small. I got the box room. I'll start on the left. This is my wardrobe where I keep the majority of my clothes. Floor to ceiling, 2 rails deep, so I can get a load of stuff in there. I won't show you it because it is a complete mess at the moment. And as I walk in, you can see I've got my bed on the left hand side, my dresser which contains, I won't open these drawers up either, the rest of my clothes like underwear and stuff like that. That's my desk. Over here I've covered up the photo of me and my partner, and I've got these shelves. I think they came from IKEA. I can't remember though, I got them a while ago. And that is a magnetic spice rack which contains buttons, brads, all that sort of thing. And that is an old sweet jar which I use to keep my flowers in, perfumes. This unit came from the range which I use to keep all my Project Life cards in. Haven't got around to decorating it yet, which I might change it to a different colour. Haven't decided yet. And as you come to my bed, I've got these units, these cube units. They came from IKEA. Let's see if I can back up a little bit. As you can see, they do these in different sizes. These are the 2x2s. So I've got this one at the front and one in the back, and we use this piece of wood just to support the mattress in the middle, otherwise it'll end up caving in. This came from an old wardrobe. I used to have a cabin bed in here, but it was just aggro getting up there to change the sheets, so this made a lot more sense, and I get a lot more storage. And I got these from IKEA as well. I've got quite a few of these because most of the back ones have got these boxes, and they contain all the stuff that I don't use very often, like my external hard drive, Christmas stuff. And if I open this one up, this particular one contains all my scrap paper, all colour coded, and I try not to get too much scrap because it just gets out of control. So I have all my pattern scrap in the front and all my plain in the back, and all my 12x12 card that is too big to go in these units. I store in like these little envelope files. I just leave the flap up, just makes things a bit easier. And they store a surprising amount of stuff, and they last really well. I've had these nearly 19 months and I haven't had one break yet. So that's got all my photo frames, photo albums rather, in there. If I spin round, in the middle of my bed, that used to contain all my 12x12 cardstock, but it got small very quickly, so I went out and bought this, which is now huge and heavy, and I've now got nowhere else to store it because this fits in one of these holes. Unfortunately, I've now got that. So this is what I'm hoping to turn into a box for my wedding to put wedding cards in. That's my practice one before I get a bigger one. So yeah, there, that contains shoes that I don't wear very often, which I probably should get rid of, but hey ho. And I'll show you in here. I keep all my big ribbon spools in here. That's for the wedding. And all my 12x12 are organised by colour. And then I've got all my occasional stuff at the back, like Christmas papers, baby papers, and I'll also keep, when I buy a paper pad, I keep the front sheets, so if I want to know where a particular paper came from, I've got that as a reference and I can go out and buy it again. So as you can see, I've got loads of storage, but it gets filled up very quickly. This one contains toiletries that I use most often, like makeup wipes, razors, deodorants, hairspray, that sort of thing. And this one has got my paper punches, inks, and in here, if I can get this out, contains all my dyes. It's not the ideal solution, these keep moving about, but for now, because I don't have many, it'll do. And I keep all the packaging in the back. I'm really sorry for the glare. It's a bit better. I keep all the packaging at the back, so if I want to get rid of the dyes, I can. So at the moment, that goes in there. A little cricket cutter, and then really sorry about that, I thought someone was at the door. This is where I keep all my jewellery making stuff, but I don't do that very often anymore. I started off with that when I started crafting and I lost interest. My Big Shot, which I love my Big Shot. Bins, which, yeah. And then under my desk I have these units and my cricket, and I keep all my glue in here, so that's got my glue gun, double-sided sticky tape, glue dots, all the usual stuff. And this one is ribbons, laces, that's for the wedding as well. It's like little butterfly diamante trim. I think that came from the range as well, can't really remember. There's so much stuff. That's got small flowers in at the moment. That one's got thread in. That one's got taffeta ribbon, all my my chunky ribbon. That's empty. And I keep all my bling in a little basket so I can just pull it out. And another unit. I've got all my metal embellishments, which most of them sorted out. That's got all my keys in. Just random stuff in there. That one's toiletries and samples that I need to use up. I'm terrible for starting new stuff and not finishing old stuff. And this one, these are just two random ones. I've recently been working on a project, and rather than having stuff all over my desk, I just pull these drawers in and out and I can just chuck them away. So that's got all my tools in it that I've been using. This one's got all the embellishments, ribbons, all the stuff that I've been using for the project, and they can just be neatly stored away. On top of my desk, sorry for the shaking, I've got these units, and these come from IKEA, and I've just sort of stored them inside one another. And you get these little ones, you get a long thin one, and you get the square one. So at the moment they've just on my desk used for organising. I've got all my Sharpies, pens, pencils at the back. And I've got this unit which stores embellishments, butterflies, tags, wax seal making stuff, large sequins. And this thing here, hanging on my rail, is from the kitchen department in IKEA. It's meant to house kitchen roll on that. As you can see, I use it to store washi tapes. I've got more in there. Gel pens, tools, more sequins, glitter glue. And this contained like bath salts, but I don't really use them, so it now contains sequins. This spinning, this is where I keep most of my tools that I use most of the time. Scissors in that one, and my scalpels and stuff like that I keep in there. Random stuff, full of randomness. Copics, I don't have that many at the moment, so I'm building up my collection. I started off with these, and then I got a load of chows for Christmas, so they're in there for the moment. And then I've got this unit, which again came from IKEA. I've got a lot of stuff out of IKEA. That just hangs above my dresser on the TV. And I've got glitters and embossing powders in there. And I've got this, which got flowers in, but they're actually pens. It's for a bit of decoration. And I've got all my stamps and stamp cleaning stuff in there, 6x6 and 8x8 papers in there, and this is threads and ribbons, but it's actually a baby explosion box that I'm working on. I've got the explosion box and all the embellishments I want in there, just to keep it safe and keep it out of the way. My printer, and this unit here contains embellishments. I won't open the drawers because it is just full of crap. Embellishments, more embellishments. This one contains all my larger tools. Got that. Got my cricket mat in there. I've got all spray paints in the bottom. And then the bottom one, this is where I keep all my templates. If I make something like this was like a book card. That's it. You might just be able to see it now. If I make something, I tend to like to keep a template of it. So if I want to make it again, it's there. All my smaller bits and pieces. It's gone out of focus, sorry. Yeah. So for example, I made these using my envelope scoreboard. So I wrote all the details on the bottom. These are actually meant to stick down, but the glue I used really wasn't very good. So that's that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I do apologise, it is only my second video and I am filming it on my iPhone. But I hope you get some good ideas. I've been looking at YouTube for a while trying to come up with ideas on how to store things in a teeny tiny little room. And all the ones I've found have not been as teeny tiny as mine. So I make the best of a teeny situation. I've got my lights, they look really nice above the bed over night time. My bling bling light. But yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video and I apologise for the shaking. But that is my teeny tiny bedroom / craft room. and I'll see you soon. Bye.